Hello everyone, Gebatron here. Today we're doing some asset testing for the specific roles in Hell Let Loose. Um, right now I am the engineer role. You can see that in the bottom left. Tentacles is helping out today. So the engineer is a pretty special role. They have a lot they can do. They have access to mines. It says S mine. S mine is a anti-personnel mine or an AP mine. They have access to the Teller Mine 43. The Teller Mine is an anti-tank mine. A lot of questions come up. How many mines can I have on the map at any one time as the engineer? And we're going to answer that today. Also, the engineer is able to pull out his wrench here, and if you hit the right mouse button, you can build different defensive structures here. Um, Barbed wire large or long. I'm not sure what the L stands for. It's either large or long. 0 of 430. That means we can place 4 of these on the map, and each time we place it, it will cost us 30 supply. Supply you get from the support roll. We have some placed here from earlier. If you pull T, if you hit the letter T, that will pull up, the HUD. Right there it says 100 supplies. So we have 100 supply available. Oops. So if we pull this wrench out, we can build defensive structures. Barbed wire S, that's barbed wire short or small, I'm not sure, but either or. We can build 8 of those, and each time we build one, it costs us 15 supply. A Belgian gate, they're used to put on roads, like we would put it on a road here, to restrict access to enemy vehicles. Like if we were trying to restrict enemy tanks from entering a town, we put a Belgian gate up at the entrance so an enemy tank could not get in. However, keep in mind that when you do place these, your armor also has to deal with it. So place them wisely. Sandbag nest, 0 of 2 for 25. That means each time we place one of these, it takes 25 and we can only place 2. A repair station. Repair stations is what your friendly armor will use to repair themselves, so they don't have to go all the way back to the headquarters spawn to repair. They can do this more towards the front line. Anyway, over here we have, as you can see, we have an anti-tank gun, which the anti-tank roll is the only roll that can build it. However, what I'm about to show you is because the engineer also has a wrench here, he can go over to this anti-tank gun and he can dismantle it. He can also enter it, so he can fight here if he needs to. But what I'm trying to show you is that a lot of people think that only the anti-tank roll can put up and take down the anti-tank gun, and while that's true of putting it up, it is not true of taking it down. Any roll with a wrench can dismantle a friendly anti-tank gun. Um, okay, that's that. Now, let's do some mine testing. I have an ammo box here from earlier. So let's see how many mines we can have on the map at any one time. Let's start at these white flowers. We'll put an S mine down, an anti-personnel mine down. We have 2 of those in our inventory at any one time. And then we also have the anti-tank mine. We'll put that down as well. Now because my rifleman earlier has placed an ammo box, we can go over and we can hit F and resupply at our ammo box. Now if you go back into your inventory, if you hit T, it will pull up in the bottom right hand corner how many of each thing you have. We have 2 more anti-personnel mines and 1 more anti-tank mine, so let's place those on the map. So we are able to put down in one spawn at least 4, and if there were more because you can only resupply at an ammo box one time. If there was another ammo box near here, we could resupply from that one, but we can only resupply from one ammo box one time. So we were able to put down 4 anti-personnel mines and 2 anti-tank mines with this current setup we have going on here. So hit escape. Let's redeploy. Let's change roles to rifleman. And this is just for the sake of this video. I know some people do a lot of role switching in the game itself, but you don't have to. You would have a rifleman. So let's put another ammo box down here. You will notice that as a rifleman, you're only allowed to have one ammo box on the map at a time. This one on the left will disappear, as you can see there. Oh, there's our engineer. Our mines are still there. Now that we've placed a fresh ammo box, let's respawn in as an engineer. Okay, let's go change role. Let's go back to our engineer. Let's spawn in. Okay, where's all of our stuff? Over there. Now, if you're walking down the map, you know, and you look off to your left and you see these mines and you don't know if they're friendly or not, if you hit T, we'll bring up your HUD, and if these little white things show up above it, that means they're friendly. If nothing were to show up above there, they would be, you know, enemy mines. As you can see here, because these are friendly, we can walk over the top of them and they will not trigger. If we were in a friendly tank and we were to be driving down the road here and we were to drive over these friendly anti-tank mines, they would not destroy our tank, not a friendly tank. They would destroy an enemy tank, however. Okay, anyway, back to our testing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 anti-personnel mines. Let's put a couple more down. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 anti-personnel mines. Let's put another anti-tank mine down. Okay, so we got 3 anti-tank mines, 6 anti-personnel mines. Let's go back and resupply. Well, let's see. As you can see, we're out of mines down there, but we're going to resupply at this box. And now we have access to more mines. Now, that was the first mine right here. This was the first mine that we placed. This was the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. What I'm going to show you here is that you are, as a single engineer, only allowed to have 6 anti-personnel mines on the map at one time. We're going to place the 7th one here next to where we placed the first one, and this first one will disappear. Keep an eye on it. You can see it disappeared because the engineer is allowed only 6 anti-personnel mines at any one time. However, if we were to have an engineer, say an engineer and a support guy switching back and forth, they could each put up 6, giving the squad 12. And you could do that, you know, with however many squad members you wanted to. So let's just to be thorough, the first one we put up disappeared. This was the second one, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. This is the 7th one that we put up, and it made our first one disappear. I'll put this anti-personnel mine here, and then this anti-personnel mine will disappear because we are only allowed 7 at a time. And you can see it disappeared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're only allowed 6 anti-personnel mines at one time per player. Okay, now how about anti-tank mines? We're going to go here. We're going to put down 1, 2, 3, 4. We can have 4 anti-tank mines at least, right? We already supplied here. So what I'm going to do is redeploy so we can get a fresh loadout. Keep roll, deploy in. Of course, I miss it by 1 second. Make you guys wait. Okay, let's find our assets. Here they are. Pull our teller mine out. This was the first one we put down. This is the second. This was the third. This is the fourth. What I'm going to do now is show you that by placing the 5th mine down, we will lose this one here, the very first one that we had placed. Placing the 5th mine now, and this first one disappears. You can only have a total of 4 anti-tank mines per person. Same as the AP mines. If you have 2 engineers, you know, a support guy and an engineer guy switching back and forth, they could each put 4 down. So, you know, you could have more than 4 per squad, but any one player can only put the 4 down. Okay, I think that's where we're going to call it for that. I'm going to make a different video for the defensive structures that will use the supplies back there. So just to reiterate, any engineer can only have 6 anti-personnel mines down at one time and 4 anti-tank mines down at one time. And the first ones you place will disappear once you put the last ones down. So, all right, I think that's that. Thanks for watching, guys.